People go on a quest to a faraway land to retrieve an item, save another man. This is a spoiler to a 2004 movie. Also, the man they're trying to save tastes really good with some like melted butter.
What?
Bro, what?
I mean, I was kind of following along with you until you got to the fucking.
Yeah, I was
Tastes
thinking.
good.
I was thinking like Bridge to Terabithia or something until you got to the end.
I'll tell you this: it's an animated movie.
It's an animated movie
Yeah, from 2004.
from 2004. Okay, so run it by me one more time.
Two people go on a quest to a faraway land to receive an item that would save another man. This man tastes pretty good with some butter sauce, like dipped in butter.
Some butter sauce.
Butter sauce.
Yeah, like melted butter dip.
Take my glasses off for this one. Ah. An animated movie from 2004. Is it a Disney movie?
No,
No. You're gonna have to tell us. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
you know what's good in dipping sauce? Like dipping butter, crabs.
Oh, it's the SpongeBob movie. Holy shit!
It is the SpongeBob movie.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
I wasn't even thinking about SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
I would have never fucking guessed. I'm kind of upset about that.
I am
You know what I would have never guessed?
the return of the What
That
the
we'd be
Condor
doing
podcast.
this shit again. Let's go.
We're here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the What the Condor podcast. How are we doing, boys?
I mean, I'm excited to be back. So I missed my butt print in this seat.
You know, I'm here, just drinking tea, enjoyed a good night of basketball, caught some discourse on the internet as I do.
Of course.
Why would you do that?
Got bored.
Yeah, I mean, what more of a reason do you need?
Well, because Suns fans are annoying and people want to gatekeep Stevie Wonder, so that's why I did it.
I can see people gatekeeping Stevie Wonder, but I don't think Stevie Wonder could. Oh.
Yeah, I was just. About
At least
to say
you got it
something.
out of the way. At least you got it out of the way. If you don't know us by now, you won't know. So let's get right into our first topic of the day, which is Condor has a list for us.
I mean,
I have a list.
I'm okay with this. At this point, you know who we are. Let's fucking go.
I have 5 people here. They all have one thing, one specific thing I'm looking for in common.
Have you put your penis in all of them?
Whoa!
Honestly, with this list, I wish.
Good God, man.
Well, we'll start off
I
with,
had to throw the wild card out there right away.
well,
Is
Start
Anthony
off with-
Rizzo on this list?
no, there are no people that play with the balls of bases on this list.
So there's a maybe.
That's a solid
We-
maybe.
We will start off with probably the most obscure name on this list that neither one of you will know is a Mr. Martin St. Louis.
That name sounds familiar.
Then we got
That's French.
Moses Malone.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go with Yamir Yager.
I know that name. It's a hockey guy.
Second to last, we got Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
And last but not least, we got a Mr. Wayne Gretzky. All 5 of these people have one thing in common, and What could this be?
Is it a confirmed body count of 10,000 plus women?
I mean,
I know
I
Will
cannot.
Chamberlain has 20,000, but
I feel like they average out the 10,000
They
plus
average
women,
out.
but that's not the answer that we are looking for, sir.
Athletes that have played in Pennsylvania.
I don't think a single one of those athletes have. Well, 76.
Will Chamberlain and Moses Malone have definitely played in Philadelphia.
I forget. No one cares about Philadelphia.
Sixers won today. Shout out to James Harden, since we're talking about Philadelphia.
So,
what-
Mr.
what is
Nate,
it?
do you have any guess?
I mean, they all won championships of some sort.
I mean, that's true,
I mean,
but
yeah, that's. I have no idea. I mean, you've thrown out a couple names I know, a couple names I don't know.
so it feels weird that this happens, and I want to see if there's any more that we can think of, and you might have to correct me on the two basketball players, but from what I've seen, all five of these athletes got traded the year after winning a league MVP.
Damn.
Like, who thinks, we have the best player in the league, like, most valuable player. Let's get rid of him. Fuck that.
I mean,
Like-
I have that same energy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's see. Traded after winning MVP.
I think you're gonna
I know
end up on the
Michael
same side that I
Michael
did.
Jordan retired after winning MVP for the second time. LeBron left Miami 2 years after winning MVP.
I've got nothing.
I couldn't think of a baseball player or a football player.
James
By-
Harden was traded 2 years after winning MVP, but not the year after. Yeah, I can't really think of any.
I could probably find more hockey players because I had found 3, but from what I've heard, the thing that happens.
Well, let's take a look. Players that were traded after winning
Let's go. I'm pulling out the internet right away.
MVP. Giancarlo Stanton got traded. Alex Rodriguez got traded after winning MVP. So there's 2 baseball players right there.
Was it the year after or was it just after?
I mean, it was the off season after.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just missed that.
Yeah, I mean, you missed a couple names. No big deal.
Your name.
I mean,
I
Stanton's
am a
on your
name.
fantasy team, and everybody knows Alex Rodriguez.
Fair.
Oh, you mean A-Rod? No idea who that is.
Oh, his nickname? No clue.
Oh, you mean the guy who played third base for the Yankees for a little bit? No clue.
So
The guy
the
who hates Derek
interesting
Jeter?
the interesting thing about Wilt Chamberlain is that he was traded the year after winning MVP twice.
Go on.
Or was he? I have no idea. It looks like he was. He got traded to Philly, won 3 MVPs back to back to back, and then got traded to the Lakers.
Damn. It's kind of fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up, but I have a feeling that it was something that he wanted.
Oh, I mean, that could be.
I don't know enough about aerial soccer to have a conclusion.
Oh, another one is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
One MVP. I know that name.
One MVP for Milwaukee in 1974, and in 1975 he was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers.
So I'm gonna say this again: stop trading what is considered the best player in the league.
I mean, yeah, that's probably a good mentality to have. I mean, if you won, wouldn't you want to do it again?
You have the best player, and they are contractually obligated to play for you.
Another NBA player that was traded the year after winning MVP is Bob McAdoo. In 1975, he won MVP, and in 1976, he was traded.
Am I gonna get yelled at for this? Probably. It sounds like he's a Bob McAdoo.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Condor.
Let's see, there's a Reddit thread. Has a player ever got traded and won MVP in the same season?
I mean, yes.
It looks...
Me.
No, Condor. Stop.
It looks like the answer is...
Maybe.
No.
No?
Really double?
Plenty of players have won the MVP the year after they got traded. Charles Barkley is an example, but never mid-season.
Interesting.
Oh, and here, Adam Schefter says on Twitter, there has never been an NFL MVP traded after winning the award in the previous season.
I think any golfers got traded the season
so.
after.
Shut up, Condor.
What about any, like, race car drivers?
Well, here's the thing. The only MVPs in the NFL to not return to their team after winning it were two guys that retired.
Fair enough.
One of them is somebody that I have no idea who he is. He retired after winning in 1960, so there you go.
That's a made-up year.
Yeah, it is. And then Jim Brown retired after winning in 1965.
That's a made-up year, too.
Are they just all made-up years?
Anything before...
Is an illusion.
Made up.
Is everything I say just made up?
We're making up as we go along.
Is the world a simulation? Is everything already predetermined?
We're a simulation inside a simulation?
Simulation Ex Machina?
Simulation Inception, Leonardo DiCaprio, Christopher Nolan, I'm sorry. That's his name, not Christian.
Yeah, almost. Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough? So, you know what else is bad at making segues? I have a...
What, the Condor podcast?
Yes, this man has a question that is going to be very well agreed upon. I would like to take everyone's opinion on this. Includes you at home.
Yeah, respond at Twitter.
Condor what? On Twitter. Make sure to follow us, leave your responses, vote on our album club, and partake in our album club as well, which we'll be doing later on in the season.
Oh, question is, are we all familiar with the sport of table tennis / ping pong?
If you can call it a sport, yes.
Played it in school.
During gym. You know how they have the balls that are used for this activity?
The beer pong balls, yeah.
Yeah.
That raises a great question. Well, this is the question. Are ping pong balls used more for ping pong or beer pong?
Beer pong for sure, especially in today's climate.
Oh yeah. beer pong, 100%.
Definitely.
Is there enough beer pong being played to outweigh like random like? So there's
How
table
many
tennis
colleges are there in the U.S.?
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I think especially with how we are as a society today, there's definitely more beer pong being played than ping pong.
I mean, I get that, but like, there's usually like I'm not gonna say big, but ping pong tournaments, and there's usually like a bunch of different tables set up.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think there are more ping pong tournaments or college parties in the world? Because I'm leaning more towards
in the
college
world or
parties.
the U.S.
Both.
The world or U.S. That
Yes.
I feel like international. I feel like we get more ping pong than beer pong.
I don't think
beer
so.
pong's a global thing. I don't think it's just like a.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a cultural thing. I think it's like a global thing.
What? The 2022 World Table Tennis Championships will begin on Friday, September 30th,
Well, good for
and
them.
on Sunday, October 9th. Okay.
That's cool. College
and
parties have been going on all year 2022.
I was gonna say, and for the fucking week prior to that, there's gonna be countless college parties. Every
You're
single
getting
one
a
of them
whole.
has a ping
You're
pong.
getting a whole
has
spring.
ping pong
You're
table.
getting a whole spring semester in, and part of a fall semester, all before the World Ping Pong Tournament starts. So that how many parties is that?
That's a lot of ping pong balls.
My point exactly, gentlemen.
I have a thing that I just found because I googled ping pong tournaments.
Okay.
One of the questions is, who won the ping pong?
Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut won the ping pong. That's the
Joey
answer.
Chestnut won ping pong.
If all else
Apparently-
fails, Joey Chestnut wins.
Apparently, it was Andrew Bagley.
Andrew.
made-up
3-2.
That's a made-up name.
It really is. But, apparently, he's the man to win the ping pong.
Give me 2 White Claws in my hand and I can beat him.
Okay.
Get me going
You
off
can-
a couple White Claws, I can beat him.
This man said White Claws.
There ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, brother.
There needs to be somehow to do like a 1v1v1 ping pong. I don't know how it would work, but yeah, make it a thing.
I mean, it could definitely be possible.
It'd be pointless.
Yeah, I mean, it really would be.
Isn't the whole game pointless? Isn't the whole game just an excuse to drink?
I mean, not really an excuse, more of an activity.
But
that you
doesn't
can drink
adding a
to.
third person just seem arbitrary and not really worth setting up?
I mean,
That's one more whole set of fucking beer pongs you got to set up.
yeah, but sometimes you don't have friends and numbers of 2. Like, you can't always have 2 or 4 friends. Sometimes you have 3.
Okay, so then somebody sits out, and then the loser plays
take
them.
Yeah. Then the winner from that game plays the guy who won the game before that. And then everybody's nice and drunk.
Exactly. Or if you
What were
only
we talking about?
if you only have 3 people, just don't play beer pong. Just drink.
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of other games you could fucking drink to. You could make a game up.
wait.
Fucking
I got
watch
it.
an episode of your favorite TV show and then just drink whenever something,
No.
funny or plot related happens.
You know, it was really funny because Nate and I came up with a funny drinking game like 5 years ago.
Oh my god.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I remember.
So what you do is you watch an episode of any WWE with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in it, and you take a shot or you drink every time Paul Heyman says the name Brock Lesnar. And that's our drinking. That's the drinking game that Nate and I came up with.
Yeah.
In like 2017.
You get drunk that night?
Oh yeah.
Sloshed.
So can we make any Hasbro game into like a drinking game? Like, I want
Yes.
the game Trouble to be a drinking game.
Well, that sounds
The game
trouble.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry to play that.
No, Drunk Twister.
That would be a fucking disaster.
Just putting your liver through a twister.
Dude, someone's getting thrown up on and someone's getting punched.
Yeah, exactly. Twister is not a good one.
Drunk Monopoly?
There's only one excuse to fucking play Twister if you're not a kid, and it leads to sex.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just foreplay.
Don't have sex, kids, or you'll get pregnant and die.
Oh,
Mingos told me that.
Migos told me that.
I fucking love that movie.
Somebody told me to spoil white chicks, but I don't know enough about white chicks to spoil white chicks.
Isn't that the Wayans? Didn't they make that movie?
You're asking the wrong person, sir.
Yeah, I don't even fucking know. And I've seen white chicks.
It's Marlon and Shawn Wayans.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't get it.
What don't you get?
Life in all its meanings.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Yep. Welcome to it.
Who's getting clubbed?
You.
Us. We're going to the club tonight to listen to the new music that Condor has liked on his playlist, and he wants us to talk about it and give it a good rating, like we did back in the old days, which was like,
back in the old days, like a
which
year
is
ago.
just like what 3 months ago. It was our last
Something like
podcast.
Honestly, I don't remember.
I think we did like an episode or two in 2022.
No, I think that's false.
You want to bet me
I have
on that?
no idea. But one thing I do want to say. See, Condor, that's how you segue.
I thought you like just lean forward or lean back to segue.
Oh, good lord. One episode.
Yeah, we
January
did one.
14th.
Damn it!
We did
The
the
very
season
last
finale.
one.
The season 2
Yep.
finale. We reviewed Eminem in 2022.
January 14th.
Somebody owes me $100. Somebody owes me $100.
All right, let's get this man $100. Coming out of your paycheck.
Carlos doesn't have a paycheck.
Exactly, that's why it's coming out of your paycheck.
Carlos, I don't need $100 from you. I need $100 from Condor. Now, what's your music, Condor?
Okay, so this is stuff that I've liked recently. It's not necessarily new music, but it's new to me. Because apparently I just like music whenever it shows up arbitrarily. And sometimes I have strokes.
Speaking of music, shout out to Future. I Never Liked You is out now.
I won't lie, for a second I thought you were gonna shout him out just to diss him. So you just said shout out to Future. I don't like you.
Oh no, that's the name of his new album, I Never Liked You.
Oh,
My Toxic King, I love him.
fair enough.
If I wasn't in a relationship, I would be listening to that man all the time.
Fair enough.
But I am.
All right,
so
Condor,
I
what
gotta
what's your
moderate.
new to you music?
Okay, so we're gonna start off with do you remember the last album that we reviewed for What the Condor?
Yes.
Yeah,
We got that artist coming back, someone named Eminem.
good old Nem Nem.
Who?
Ah, yes, Nem Nem.
And I just discovered a song he made called Venom.
Yep.
Ah, yes, Venom.
I literally discovered it like
From the movie
4 days ago.
Venom.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the Venom movie, like the Spider-Man guy.
Wait, who?
Anyways,
Yeah.
Venom
Yeah.
is from Eminem's 2018 album Kamikaze. Um,
Oh, look at you.
an
Yeah, look
album, an album that I'm not a huge fan of. This song in particular, I'll give it like a 2.
Fair. Oh, no, I personally like it. I like the nostalgia because I actually went to see the movie Venom. Went to the drive-in. It was a good time.
very good time.
I actually
Yeah.
never saw the movie.
Ate a slightly overpriced cheeseburger. It's totally worth it.
Cheeseburger.
If it's totally
Yeah.
worth it, then was it overpriced?
I mean, a little bit, in my opinion.
I'll tell you what, that's a good discussion. But, I'll save that for after Nick gives his rating.
Fair. I'll give it a 6. I personally like the song, I like the nostalgia.
All right. So, I was
Yeah, I was
at...
about to say.
Yes, speaking of things being worth it and or overpriced, I would say things can be both. Because I was at the airport like 3 years ago. And,
Oof.
yeah, big oof. And I sat down at some like little restaurant thing area to charge my phone, and then I found out that I had to buy something in order to sit there, and I bought fries for $11.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm.
What?
They were really good, but it's like I told my friend, no fries are worth $11. They were good.
Get it?
Like, how much fry did you get? I guess that's the real question for me.
Like a side order of fries at Chili's or something.
I have no perspective on that.
Okay.
Decent amount,
Decent amount of fries.
nothing crazy. Not $11 worth of fries, but maybe like, fuck, I don't know, $3
So-
worth of fries.
Can I get a hot take in here?
Go for it.
Can
Lately, I've been feeling like French fries are getting a little overrated.
Ooh, I like this. I'm all for the tater tot agenda. If this is where you're going with it.
Tater tot agenda.
Tater tots okay. If I'm having like something like a tater tot, I prefer for it to be flat like a hash brown.
Yes, I am all for a tater tot and hash brown agenda and French fry slander. I'm all for it. We can take this to Twitter and cause absolute discourse. I love it.
What I'm gonna say,
I
French
mean-
fries can be low to mid, but tater tots and hash browns can be like mid to high.
Yes, when it comes to potatoes, those two are like the elite of the elite. Unless you're talking about curly fries from Arby's. Those are the only thing I'll go to Arby's for. But those are damn good.
Those get
That is
top of
true.
mid tier.
That is true. But I don't know. I mean, I like my fries. I mean, I've never really thought about it like which fry is superior. I mean,
Oh, I think
I
about that all the
take
time.
my fries and dude, I go to Red Lobster and I order fries as my side. Like,
I believe that, yeah. I've never had Red Lobster, actually.
oh really?
Yeah,
Pretty
really.
fucking good actually.
I have a lobster
If-
sides of choice.
If you're a fan of seafood, I mean, I would definitely recommend it.
I think I still
pricey.
need I think I still need a break from seafood, given my employment history.
Fair enough. But I mean, I think it's good. There's a couple different things that I'll order when I go there.
Oh yeah, no one's saying fries aren't good, but
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I'm all
don't
for it.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, a nice hash brown or hell, even like a waffle fry.
ooh,
I mean,
I don't know. I think I
I
would
fucks
still
with
rather have hash brown over a waffle fry. Waffle
I
fries
don't know,
up there.
man. Them Chick-fil-A waffle fries, ooh wee.
I've never had Chick-fil-A.
They're homophobic as shit, but they're damn good.
I mean,
So
I've heard the hype. I've just never tried them. Like,
I mean, if you're going for a chicken sandwich, just go to Popeyes. It's better. but it's still good.
Dude, like every Popeyes I see has a fucking long ass line.
Oh, they do. And every single customer, they're just mean to them.
I believe it. Dude, I fully believe that. Like, people are dicks, dude.
It's such a meme too. How mean the employees at Popeyes are. It's hilarious. I love it. Condor, what's your next track?
Next one, we're going on the album Mothership.
Ooh,
Huh?
Led Zeppelin.
So,
Okay.
got the Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
Got Kashmir.
Cashmere, off the
I don't know.
classic,
never heard that song.
off the classic Physical Graffiti. Okay.
I don't know what it is about the song. It's a hype song for me.
Yes, it is. Kashmir is a
Build
great.
up.
Kashmir is a great Led Zeppelin song. I'm not as big as on Physical Graffiti as everybody else is. I'll give Kashmir like a 7 out of 10. I think Led Zeppelin 1, 2, and 4 and Houses of the Holy are superior albums to Physical Graffiti. But it's still damn good.
I've never heard it. I'll give it a 5.
Speaking of songs no one's ever heard of, from the band who we last brought up was bringing us the song "Wanna Be Your Slave," but
God damn it.
Manskin and their song "Begging," which is apparently a cover of a cover of a cover, from what I've heard.
It's a lot of covers.
Someone could get them a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'm guessing with the amount of
Yeah.
fan reaction we're getting, nobody has heard that song.
Nope.
No.
That's a very obscure one. I'm sure there's someone out there who's listening who's like, oh yeah, I love that fucking song.
I'm sure, yeah.
I mean, I can
Or
know
hell,
some
or-
people.
Or maybe they hate that song.
Who knows?
Let us know on Twitter.
Condor what? That's the ad.
I'm right here.
So anyways, maybe a song we've heard this time.
Preferably.
Then I guess we'll go take a chance on this one. I don't think it's gonna hit, but we're gonna try it.
Alright, let it fly.
Anybody here heard Disturbed?
Nope, never heard of them before.
No, who are they?
And their song Indestructible on the album called Indestructible?
I actually haven't heard that song.
Nope. Nothing.
Not gonna lie, it only came up because I started playing a old Rockstar title and apparently it was in there.
Fair enough. Nope, that's another miss.
Then we're gonna. I had to question how far ago I liked these songs and if we hit them again, but then I looked down and like, this song came out a month ago, so we're good. This is not the song that came out a month ago, but we got back to Eminem, and it's "When I'm Gone."
No, that song did not come out a month ago. That shit came out.
No,
that shit
no,
came
it
out
did
almost.
not.
That shit came out almost 20 years ago.
No, I was looking through the list and there's a song that came out about a month ago coming up.
No, Eminem. That song came out about 20 years ago.
No, it came out a month ago.
I love that fucking song.
When did
And,
When I'm
and-
Gone come out? Was that on
I don't know,
Eminem's
it-
show or was that Encore?
I think it's Encore, but I can't tell because it just says "When I'm Gone" for the album.
For as big of an Eminem hater as I am, I actually don't dislike this song a lot. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. I think it's one of his better songs.
Mr. Manbo.
What are you waiting for me?
We care what you think, sir.
Indeed, we do.
I already gave my rating. I said 10 out of 10. I said that
Oh, I missed
before
that.
you guys even. Yeah, I said that before you guys even went on your thing.
Huh. I'm just looking at something here.
Hey?
It would appear.
Aaron, to answer your question, the When I'm Gone came out with a curtain call.
Yeah, it looks like it came out on the Curtain Call Greatest Hits.
When was that?
2005. So almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago.
God.
I was about 7.
I think I was like 4.
In
No one ever taught me
2005.
math. No one ever taught me math.
Understandable. You
We
know, a
know
song
that.
did turn 20 years old recently. Is
What was that?
Avril Lavigne, Complicated.
Really?
20
Complicated.
years ago.
Damn.
Happy birthday.
So, Condor, what's your next track?
My next track is the song that came out about a month ago, which I'm gonna probably guess no one heard.
I'm gonna
okay.
bet on that.
It's gonna be released on Dropout. The
Is this the new Black Keys album? Haven't heard it.
new but
Yeah,
it's Wild
I've
Child.
never heard it. I didn't even know they
So-
came out with an album.
Nope.
It drops on the 16th, but it might an album review album.
Well,
B.
if we do that, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
The tease for another time. We got next one we're gonna go for is I don't know why, but the song always reminds me of like BMX biking. That's all I know exactly why.
Okay.
Gave me a BMX for the PlayStation 2. We got Sublime. Their song "Doing Time."
Oh, I love that song. Holy shit.
I don't know that song,
Oh my goodness.
but I know Sublime, so I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
Oh, Doing Time. That's one of my favorite songs off the self-titled album.
Let me ask you this. So, growing up, I always thought it was called Summertime.
Yeah, no.
I had-
It's not.
But I had it labeled in multiple places as Summertime. I
think you
don't
just
know
went
why
through a
how.
Mandela effect, bro.
Nelson Mandela?
I mean,
What other
yeah.
Mandela do you know, Condor?
Christian?
Christian Mandela?
Dad? I don't know.
Doing Time gets a 9.
Wait. Winnie Mandela. There, are you happy? Nelson Mandela's wife?
No,
I mean, that's her name.
Did you Google that?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No! I did not. I just happen to actually know that.
Random
That's-
piece of obscure
that's-
Condor knowledge.
That's impressive. But yeah, Sublime, Doing Time. It's one of my favorite songs off that album. It gets a 9.
Okay, and we got 3 more songs to hit you with.
Okay.
Songs that one makes sense that I found, and the other 2 are like, how'd I get here? We got Wiz Khalifa doing this setup with Black and Yellow.
That gets like an 8 for me. That song
Yeah, no,
is-
that's a nostalgia song.
that song's a throwback classic. Wiz Khalifa
Yeah.
has way better songs, but it's still, for the classic status, it gets like an 8.
Yeah, no, I agree. I will also give it an 8. Classic.
And those
Next
songs
we
that
got-
really blew him up in the mainstream.
Next we got Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Their song Thrift Shop.
3.
5.
I don't like that song. I don't like that album. Why did it win the Grammy over Good Kid, Mad City? Why? Why did it beat Kendrick Lamar?
I enjoyed that song like when it first came out. Like it was kind of catchy, but I just think it just got overplayed.
You know what? I'm actually changing something to.
Oh, I mean, there's one thing I'm gonna respect Macklemore for.
What's that?
Him and Marshawn Lynch.
Okay.
Both of them being partial owners.
Oh.
Both of them being partial owners of the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
You see the video of Marshawn Lynch just busting donuts on a Zamboni?
Dude, that was funny.
That
He was having a great time.
That's
Shout out
one
to
way.
Marshawn Lynch. What a legend.
One way to
Beast
show,
mode.
like, hey, I am part of this team now. I can now do this.
I love that. Just you now own this team. What do you want to do? Get me the Zamboni.
Well, it checks out because every time there was a time when he scored a touchdown in college, and then he drove the injury cart. Fucking
That's
legend.
fair enough.
I love Marshawn Lynch.
Facts.
He genuinely might be in like my top 5 NFL players of all time, like favorite, not greatest, but favorite.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. He's definitely up there for me.
So, just so that we can slightly move on, I'm gonna get you this last song. See where we hit. It's
Let's
somebody
see.
named Waka Flocka Flame. Their
Oh,
song
don't
No-
play with me, boy. You know I love Waka Flocka Flame.
Their song No Hands. I do not
Love
know
it.
where I started liking this song from, but
That shit is a classic. Give me a 12 out of 10. Waka Flocka is a legend.
A 10 out of 10.
Just remember what they say.
Great song. Great fucking song.
just
I
remember
still
what they
listen
say.
to it to this day.
Flockavelli is right up there with Finally Rich for most important albums of the 2010s and of all time. Shout out to Waka Flocka, shout out to Gucci Mane, shout out to Chief Keef. Legends.
I said a bunch of things.
Those
I
names
did.
taken back.
I did say a lot of things. You know what else takes people back?
Time machines.
The amount of times you'll have to replay this new video game that we came up with. So you get
Oh
it, 'cause
my
it's-
god, yes.
it's taking you back, you know, to start
The
careers and
conversation.
stuff.
I mean, I definitely think this would be like the most successful video game of all time.
I feel like we need to get all the video game companies out there together to make one video game.
Have you ever wondered how you could pull off being the greatest athlete of all time? Bo Jackson on crack. Then welcome to Goat Simulator, where you become the greatest of all time in every
All time.
facet of sports.
And
First
we
up,
do mean every facet.
every single facet. First up, we have, of course, athletic mode, where you turn into Bo Jackson on steroids. In athletic mode, you will juggle in NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, soccer, tennis, golf, UFC, and boxing career simultaneously, and you will not defeat athletic mode until you have won a championship and or an MVP in every respected sport. So you gotta win the NBA MVP, win the Super Bowl, win the World Series,
Win the Stanley Cup.
win the Masters, win the World Cup, become the World Heavyweight Champion in boxing, defeat Mike Tyson in Punch-Out.
Dude, that's an accomplishment all on its own. But the best part about this game is that's just cracking the surface of this game.
Imagine you have to be in the middle of a basketball game. It's like you get subbed out. Where are you going? I have to go take my. They're putting me in another hockey rink. I gotta go. I'll be back.
Crosby needs me to play goalie, LeBron. I gotta go. But yes, as Nate said, that's just scratching the surface. After you've defeated athletic mode. You know what has the word sports in it? Esports. It's not exactly the same thing as sports, but it's got sports in it, so we put it in here. We've got gamer mode. You have to win every single gaming tournament there is known to man and hold a world record in like speed running or something like that for an entire throughout an entire calendar year. So you've got to win a Smash Bros tournament, a Siege tournament, a League of Legends tournament, and hold a world record for anything in video games, all in one calendar year, and then you win. And then for a little extra shits and giggles.
There's more.
Oh, there's more. There's way more. This is the biggest budget of all time.
We would definitely need all the help.
We would need
We need EA and 2K to come together.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, we would need Elon Musk buying Twitter levels of money to
Elon Musk, but fund this game, make it happen.
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, get behind us.
I won't be that greedy. We can do it for just like 2 or 3 billion. I believe in us.
I mean,
Condor.
I need the full.
I wouldn't argue
Condor.
with 2 billion.
You need the rights from the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, the NHL, the UFC, boxing, Nintendo, Tom Clancy, Call of Duty, 2K, and ESPN and shit like that. That's gonna take way more than $2 billion.
I thought he was talking about like salary payment, or money for the idea.
Oh,
I didn't know. No.
The budget is much higher than $2 billion.
We need like all of Elon Musk's money to do this. Even throw some of Jeff Bezos' money in there. We need all the money we can get to make this fucking game. There are going to be so many licenses.
I didn't even mention NASCAR yet because we haven't got to Ocho mode yet. Which is inspired from ESPN's the Ocho thing that they have, where they just show random obscure sports, where you've got to win cornhole, poker, NASCAR, bowling. There's a fucking spelling bee on here for some reason. Professional tag. You have to beat everything. You have to be the best at sports. You have to be the greatest at sports to win Goat Simulator.
But wait, all these sports happening while you're playing like in the NFL too?
Oh no!
No, not at the beginning.
You're getting ahead of yourself, Condor.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself. Did we ever come up with a name for that? Was it like Chaos Mode or something?
I think we just called it Chaos Mode.
There's Chaos Mode.
We really didn't have a better name for it.
There's Chaos Mode where you do it all at once. There's Olympic Mode where you go to the Olympics and have to beat Simone Biles and Michael Phelps at their sports. There's Chaos Olympic Mode where you do it all at the same time.
Hey, where did we put beating Joey Chestnut at eating hot dogs?
That is just a random side quest that can pop up at any time. Oh yeah, that was it. There were 2 random side quests that can appear at any time during your Goat Simulator experience. One is defeating Joey Chestnut in a hot dog eating contest on July 4th. And the second
I don't remember what the second was.
Is fighting The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So there's another license that we gotta go get from the fucking WWE.
feel like Vince would be understanding. Vince,
I
hook us
doubt
up.
it.
I
Vince McMahon, come on the podcast. We have questions.
We have questions for you, Vince. Come on the podcast. I feel like that's like the second time we've said that in the What
It
the Condor
probably is.
history. Vince, my guy, come on.
I don't know. We'd have to have someone go through and take note of everyone we've invited onto the podcast because we have questions.
I mean,
We have questions for
let it-
everybody.
just for you to show up, we're not gonna stop them from showing up.
That's
If
very
you want to
true.
come onto the podcast, we have questions for you.
Even if you haven't been mentioned, we have questions for you.
Elon Musk,
How did you get here?
Jay-Z, Vince McMahon.
Jay-Z. We gonna go to McDonald's?
You know where we could probably get the funding from Goat Simulator?
Where's that?
We could just
McDonald's.
we could all do it ourselves if we just have dinner with Jay-Z and get that knowledge.
You know, probably.
We could build it all from the ground up if we just have dinner with Jay-Z. Jay-Z.
I'm okay with this.
Jay-Z, Sean, Carter, come onto the What the Condor podcast. We have questions
We have
for
questions.
you. We have questions for you.
Don't bring me into this. I want to know what to ask Jay-Z.
You don't know what to ask Jay-Z?
Mm.
I know what I would ask Jay-Z.
Why J and then why Z? I don't
What does
know.
the Z stand for?
What does J stand for?
I don't know. His name is Sean
Sean.
Carter. Where did the
I
J
mean-
come from?
Carter starts with a Z, so that makes sense.
What's his middle name? Does anybody know?
Stan?
I don't know. Actually, I think the J comes from somebody that he used to rap with in like the 90s. But I don't know where the Z comes from. That's my question.
Zebras.
It does not come from zebras.
Zebras.
Jeez Louise.
And are you assuming that Jay-Z is an avid lover of zebras?
I mean, I guess he's Jay-Z respecting some zebras.
So
just chilling out, respecting some zebras.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, his government name is Sean Corey Carter.
Corey.
That's Corey in the house.
I was about to say, does that mean Jay-Z's in the house?
Yeah. that was the only thing I thought of when you said Corey. My
Could
brain
you
just went in the
imagine?
house.
Could you imagine if Jay-Z went by his middle name instead of Sean? Corey Carter.
DC.
Oh, Corey Carter.
We'll see in the morning. What's up?
It's
Double C
crazy.
in the morning.
It's really crazy how two of like the top 10 rappers of all time have the last name Carter.
What, Aaron Carter?
There's Sean Corey Carter, and then there's Dwayne Michael Carter Jr.
Those are all made up names.
Yes, they are. How did you know? You figured me the fuck out, Condor. You caught me right
Crack the
fucking
code.
handed that I lied about Jay-Z and Lil Wayne's names. You fucking busted me, buddy.
You caught him in the act. Caught him with his pants down.
In the absolute fucking act. I cannot believe you. You fucking
Fucking
piece
ass
of-
cheeks spread.
In the
You
kitchen
fucking
with the
piece of
candlestick.
shit.
And it was Colonel Mustard.
and,
We're not playing Clue?
and somehow Colonel Mustard was involved.
Somehow we have mustard.
I'm okay with this.
Shout out to Stevie Wonder. Shout out to James Harden. Shout out to Luca for getting a nice win today. And
Chich.
shout out to Rudy Gobert, future Chicago Bull. Rudy Gobert, come onto the What the Condor podcast. We have questions for you.
I want him here.
You want Rudy Gobert?
I don't want him here. Get him.
You don't want him? Why not?
No.
That's a professional basketball player. That's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, but unless he's getting us the funding for Goat Simulator, I don't want him here.
I don't think he has that type of money.
But he has those type of connections.
I don't think he does.
Well, then why do we want him here?
Because he's a celebrity and a professional basketball player. And
Whoever
a
this-
future, and a future Chicago Bull.
Or this man right here just said to be on the podcast. No, we don't want you here. You're not cool enough to be here.
What was his name again?
Like Doc Vilna or something.
Rudy Gobert, come on to the What the Condor podcast. We have questions for you.
I don't.
All right, so this is my parting question for you guys. Now that we're talking about this,
Are we?
Okay.
you can choose one celebrity to come onto the What the Condor podcast. Who is it?
SD Nate.
We're going through these, throwing out random names and, come onto the podcast. You could choose one. Who is it?
Like one who actually shows up.
It could be anybody.
Well, are we assuming besides Elon Musk because we want him to fund our game?
It could be Elon. If you want Elon on the podcast that bad, it could be Elon.
I want Elon on the podcast so he can fund our game.
Elon Musk, you heard it here first.
We will pitch to him the Goat Simulator.
We want to pitch you our game and, just have a good time on the podcast. Okay, so Nate's choice is Elon Musk. Condor, who you got?
I'm gonna throw out, I want to go comedian. Someone who would fit right along with people who would be perfectly fine insulting Condor. The first person I went to was Daniel Tosh.
Ooh, Tosh would be a good one. Tosh would be funny
That
on
would-
here.
That would be cool.
I like Tosh. He's funny.
He has that uncensored style about him where he just wouldn't give a fuck, but be a great time.
Okay, I'll give my answer and then I'll pose a question that might throw a wrench in our answers. Snoop Dogg.
Wait, is Snoop Dogg your answer or Snoop Dogg your wrench?
Snoop Dogg's my answer. If it could.
Okay.
Now here's the question that could probably maybe change answers. Dead or alive? Anybody, dead or alive?
Okay. Besides Elon Musk, if I can resurrect the dead. Oh.
It poses the question.
I can give my answer. I mean, I have an answer, and it's somebody who just recently passed.
Betty White.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Ooh.
I would want Gilbert Gottfried on our podcast. I feel like he would have had such a good time on here.
He really would have.
Rest in power to Gilbert Gottfried. An absolute king.
That's a good fucking answer.
While they're thinking of their answers, I'd like to remind everybody that you can leave your answers to this question on our Twitter page at CondorWhat.
Dead or alive?
That really requires me to think.
Yeah.
While they're thinking of their answers, I want to give a special shout out to friend of the podcast, Byron Buxton. He's not really a friend of the podcast. I just wanted to give him a shout out.
I feel like he doesn't need our shout-outs. It's too cool for us.
Shout out to our fucking fantasy baseball.
Yeah, shout out to our fantasy baseball league.
Where I'm pretty sure all of us are currently getting fucked up in our matchups.
I would not doubt it.
I request my will to live to be a special guest because that's been dead for a while.
Huh.
Is that your final answer?
No.
That's kind of a downer note.
No, because resurrection like that ain't cool no more.
I also feel like Tyler the Creator would have a good time on our podcast. Tyler the Creator, come on the What the Condor podcast. Bring Frank Ocean with you. We especially have questions for Frank Ocean. God damn it.
Damn it.
Where's the album, Christopher Bro? Where is it? We want the album, Frank. God damn it.
Whoa! You can't be going off like that.
You know what? I think I know my answer. And it's purely because he was one of my favorite baseball players. Sammy Sosa,
He dead?
isn't he?
I don't think Sammy Sosa is dead, but Sammy Sosa is a
Oh.
good answer.
Oh, I'm misinformed. Then fuck it, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth. Nice.
I mean, you open up the possibility of dead. I want my answer to be a dead person. Sammy Sosa, I'm sorry, I thought you were dead.
Sorry, I thought you were dead.
Babe
No,
Ruth.
he's not dead. He just has vitiligo, so he doesn't look
Yeah,
the
what?
like what Michael Jackson had. He's gone white.
Oh. Huh.
Listen. Does a fictional character count that is probably dead?
Ooh, that's another good one. A fictional character.
Of a dead fictional character, I'm choosing Jesus.
I mean, if you consider Jesus fictional,
I mean,
I
going
forget,
dead.
is fiction real or fake?
Fake.
it's fake.
I can never remember what fiction and nonfiction.
Unfiction means you play with
Fake.
yourself.
Fake and not fake. Got it.
I don't know. I mean, I am not.
What about Elvis?
I was
Ooh.
thinking Elvis, but I don't know. I don't know about Elvis. I would have chose Michael Jackson before Elvis, or John Lennon.
Very true. Ooh, another good choice.
You know who's alive and would be a good one?
Who?
Willie Nelson.
Yes.
I want Willie Nelson on the show now. I love Willie Nelson. What a legend.
I'd get an autograph from my mom and my grandma.
I got two fictional characters. Space Ghost from Space Ghost Coast to Coast and SpongeBob.
If we're going fictional, no. I want Perry the Platypus.
Condor, Perry the Platypus can't talk.
I didn't say dog. I just said I want Perry the Platypus on the podcast.
He just wants a platypus in the studio with us.
I want to be able to call it.
Do we have to get a pet platypus for the studio? And do we have
Yeah,
to name
so
him Perry?
Yes, we need a platypusery.
Let's just make sure their little fucking poison knife elbow thing is either covered or removed. Because I'm not dying in this fucking studio because Condor wanted a pet platypus.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not dying in the studio to Perry the Platypus. That's not happening.
Yes, you are.
You know, another one? Huey Freeman
Oh.
from the Boondocks. I would want Huey Freeman on here. I feel like it would be a good time. Actually, no, I don't know. I feel like Huey is like... I feel like Riley would be a better choice than Huey to bring
What
on
if we had-
here.
We just had all of Seth MacFarlane.
All of Seth MacFarlane.
Anything that Seth MacFarlane had ever voiced.
There'd be way too many people on here. Nobody would be able to get a fucking word out.
And probably.
Shit, it would take the entire length of the podcast just to fucking introduce everybody.
It would. Kobe Bryant is another good one.
You know, I won't lie. I thought Kobe when you first brought up Alive or Dead.
Kobe would be a good one. Mac Miller would be another good one. R.I.P. to Mac Miller, man.
It's sad that for the longest time I got Mac Miller and Macklemore views.
Yes.
And
Yeah, it's-
almost made that same mistake when mentioning the Seattle Kraken owners.
Yeah, it's kind of bad, but, you know, it's understandable. You know, at least
It's
from
Condor.
Condor, yeah, it's understandable.
That's the only circumstance where it's understandable because it's coming out of Condor's mouth.
Hmm.
Is anybody allowed to have the company credit card again?
No.
Okay.
Dear God, no.
No, you are 1,000% banned.
Do we have a company credit card again?
Not anymore.
Not after what you did.
I was gonna get us a bus.
I'll do one more.
Condor?
Hear me out. Hear me out on this one. Meatwad.
Yep, I'm down. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm okay with Meatwad being here.
I'll get the whole Aqua Team gang.
We could get all three of them. We could get the whole Hunger Force on here.
Hell yeah.
Except
Let's
for
go.
Carl. I don't want Carl here.
You don't want Carl here?
I've never a big fan of Carl. Frylock was always my favorite. But I feel like it would be like a Huey Freeman situation. He'd want to be too serious and depressing on here. I love
Maybe.
Frylock and Huey as characters. They're both my favorite characters on their shows, but I feel like for a podcast like this, it would be not ideal circumstances. Because we'd just be idiots.
I can understand
and
that.
they'd get pissed off and probably leave.
I mean, fuck it. If we're bringing in like cartoon characters, dude, get me the avatar and give me the ability to bend now. Fuck it. Aang, you took away the Fire Lord's bending. Give it to me. Give it to me now.
No,
There
because
you go.
you'll be just as bad as them.
That's not true.
You'll
Just
be
because
worse.
I'd be chasing you with fire doesn't mean I'm worse for the entire world. Just your world.
But Nate, would you be able to beat Goku?
I mean, probably not.
Shout out to Akira
I don't think me
Toriyama.
being able to fucking
honestly.
shoot fire out of my hands is gonna be able to beat a guy who can dodge me without even thinking about it.
Shout out to Akira Toriyama. I hope they bring the anime back for Dragon Ball Super. I know they've been working and putting out manga chapters.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it. I hope it happens soon.
I have way too
I
many
think-
anime that I need to finish.
I have too many that I need to start. I keep going back to fucking like the same two.
I gotta finish Naruto, which is fuck. That's gonna take me a while. I gotta
Oh, yeah.
finish. I want to finish Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. I want to torture myself and start One Piece.
Oh, dude, that's a quest I will never take.
Maybe when it ends. Maybe when it finally ends, I'll start my One Piece journey. But I think until that day comes, I'm not gonna bother with One Piece.
Well, 2 piece.
I don't even think I'd bother with that. 'Cause
Everybody
there's
says
so
it's the
many goddamn
GOAT.
episodes. I mean, yeah, I've seen individual episodes and they're fucking fantastic.
Yeah, everybody says One Piece is so great, like it's the GOAT and shit, but I want to wait till it's done. I think I want to wait till it's done. So that it just feels like a little bit less of a never-ending hill to climb. Like I have a destination to reach.
I understand that. Like I said, I mean, your destination is still many, many episodes away.
Yes, many moons away. I also need to finish JoJo.
That's when I need to start.
I'm only like maybe 25 episodes into JoJo, but but it's damn good so far.
Fair enough. But you know what? I think unless we have anything else, I think that's an episode.
Of what?
Your mother. I'm kidding, Mom.
Uh-huh.
I love you. But yes, of the What the Condor podcast. It's good to be back, boys.
Anybody
Good.
else got anything?
Medea.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to this episode. of the What the Condor podcast. We'll be back next week to, I don't know, do some other stuff.
This is
Mind
my
your
I've got a
business.
couple. I've got a series of questions I want to ask you guys for next episode. It
Yeah,
has to do with Pokemon.
Yeah, you guys don't worry about what we're gonna talk about. Mind your fucking business.
This is my favorite episode this season
Really.
so far.
That's
Really?
crazy.
I would have never guessed.
You're not good at guessing.
So be sure to check us out on Twitter at CondorWhat. Rate us 5 stars on whatever podcasting platform you use. Rest in peace to Jay Dilla, and we will see you next week.
In relation to